What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Pat D. Lucky, and listen, we about to go in. But first, make sure that you like this video, and if you're not already, go ahead and hit that follow button. Today we are making homemade seafood Alfredo, broccoli, and homemade garlic knots. You're not gonna want to miss this one. Let's get it. All right, let's get started. To a bowl, you're gonna add 1 1/3 cups of warm water, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 packet of yeast. Then you're gonna cover and let it sit for at least 10 minutes. After you let that sit and you see the bubbles in your yeast, add 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and get your mixer going. If you don't have a mixer, you can put this in a bowl and you can use a spatula or a spoon. Scrape your sides so you can get everything in the dough, and then you're gonna add the last cup of flour. So you should have 3 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. Once your dough is ready, put some flour down on your station so you can knead the dough. Then you're gonna form it into a ball, get a bowl, and put some olive oil in it, and you're gonna have to let this sit for at least 1 hour to 2 hours so it can rise. And yeah, make sure that you cover it up. And boom, my dough has doubled in size. You're gonna punch it so you can get some of the air out, and then you're gonna roll it out so you can start getting these garlic knots going. I rolled my dough out to about 16 inches, with it being at least 1/2 inch thick. This was my first garlic knot. So what you want to do is you want to roll it out, and you're going to cross it like this. And then you're gonna take one side and go through the hole. The other side, you're gonna go underneath, and you're just gonna bring the 2 ends together on the back. And I know, somebody's probably like, wait, I gotta see that again. I got you. So you're gonna take it like this, you're gonna cross it. You're gonna take one end, bring it through the hole, tie it, and then bring the ends on the back end. Just like that. You got you a homemade garlic knot. Go ahead and finish the rest of your knots, and you're gonna let these sit for at least 30 to 45 minutes before you put them in the oven. I only put butter on mine before they went in the oven. Put them in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 to 17 minutes, and make sure you keep an eye on them. In this bowl, I melted 1/2 stick of butter, and I minced my own garlic with 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then I added 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And bam, you can't tell me those don't look good. All right, now we're gonna start on our Alfredo sauce. You're gonna melt down a stick of butter and 2 cloves of minced garlic. But you wanna be careful, you don't wanna burn your garlic. Then you're gonna add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream and stir, stir, stir. You don't want it to burn. Then once you start seeing the bubbles like this, you're gonna put it on a simmer. You're gonna add 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And yes, you will need to grate your cheese. If you watch my macaroni and cheese video, if you buy shredded cheese, they coat it with a film, so then you have way more grease in your food. Buy your own cheese and shred it. Now back to the sauce. You're gonna add 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, stir that in. Then you're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Stir that in. Next, since we are making seafood Alfredo, I'm putting crab meat in mine. You can put scallops, shrimp, crab meat, whatever you like. This is what I went with. For your noodles, you're just gonna go by the instructions on the box. I only used half a box because I like more sauce than actual noodles. Once they're done, you're gonna put it in your sauce and give it a turn. All right, now for our shrimp, which have been cleaned and dried. In this bowl, I have half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of Old Bay, half a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of chili flakes. Go ahead and put that all over your shrimp and give it a stir, and then we're gonna add some olive oil to it. And make sure you stir that up too. There it is. Let this sit for at least 15 minutes, then put some olive oil in a pan. You want to make sure your olive oil is hot. That way you can kind of give the shrimp a sear without overcooking your shrimp. You only want to cook your shrimp for at least 90 seconds on each side. Once they were almost done, I put half a tablespoon of butter and tossed them around. Back to my pasta, I did cut up some of my shrimp and added it to it because, hey, we are making seafood Alfredo. I did decide to make some steamed broccoli. I always steam my broccoli for at least 7 minutes and it's ready to go. Add some salt and some pepper. And y'all, look at this. The garlic knot, the seafood Alfredo, the shrimp, the broccoli. So you don't feel too guilty. You got your vegetable on the plate. Food Network, put me on the program. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and dig in. You know I gotta try my own food. Look at that. I'm not gonna eat in y'all face. Definitely not gonna spit in y'all face. Y'all try this recipe. Appreciate you watching. Drop me a comment. And I'm about to go eat. See ya.